A federal judge has blocked lawyers from the Justice Department from exiting the case involving an immigration question in the census. Now, the Trump administration decided that it wants to push forward in the fight to include a citizenship question in the census. And it turns out that there are Justice Department lawyers who are like, we want to bounce, like we're done with this. And William Barr has actually responded to the fact that they want to leave by saying, I can understand if they're not interested in participating in this phase. Now, the federal judge, though, in this case, Judge Jesse Furman, is like, no, I'm gonna block you guys from exiting because you owe an explanation. You owe an explanation for why you want to exit. 11 lawyers from the Justice Department asked the judge Monday for permission to step down from representing the government in the dispute. Justice Department officials said privately that Barr acted before the lawyers could officially object to further work on the matter, right? So these Justice Department lawyers did not sign on to continue this fight to include the citizenship question. And so since Barr kind of acted without talking to them first, they're like, we don't really want to be part of this. And I also want to note that the judge allowed 2 of the 11 lawyers to withdraw. One has left the Justice Department. The other is no longer in the civil division, which handles lawsuits of this type.
I still can't believe that people can't see the resemblance between William Barr and Pepe the Frog. Anyway, so now onto this. This guy is nearly unprecedented. This is unbelievable. So I remember when I was a lawyer, I once asked out of a case, but not in court. That would have been outrageous. Internally at the law firm because the guy had done it. Okay, and it made me really uncomfortable. He was a total crook. And so the partner said to me, "I'll let you do it this one time." And it was my first year in any firm. I just gotten out of law school. But he said, "Remember, you're a lawyer. This is what you do." Okay, and I thought not for long. That's why I didn't like it and I left. But to do it when you're a veteran in court, when you're representing the Justice Department, and 11 of you, wow! I've never seen anything like that. That is those lawyers going, what we're doing is clearly, obviously wrong. I don't want it on my record. I don't want to go in front of a court and lie about why we're doing this. The reason we're including this question is obviously because of politics. We don't want as many Democrats getting votes. And we have to go into court and lie and say, oh no, there is a legitimate government reason for this. It's very important for us to find out who's citizens and non-citizens. And the courts keep asking. This has been going on for a long time. This case didn't pop up yesterday. But why? Give us a legitimate reason. All you have to do, and by the way, it was a conservative Supreme Court who said, all you have to do is give us any legitimate reason. They're basically like asking them, dude, give us an out here, give us an excuse.
Give us a legitimate reason to include that question in the census, and yes. They failed to do that.
Yeah. And they can't do it. So now the lawyers at the Justice Department are saying, I don't want to be involved in this, man. This is a stain on my record, and I don't know if they're worried they're going to get disbarred if they go and lie for the president. Mm-hmm. And remember what clown-ass Trump did. So they already went through the process. Supreme Court already blocked the question and said, if you can find any reason, tell us, but you can't. And we've asked you 100 times, there are no reasons, legitimate reasons for this. And the government needs a legitimate reason. Okay, so then the Justice Department goes, we passed the deadline. We got to print the forms. So they started printing the forms. And Trump's like, I don't want that. Fox News criticized me. Other right-wingers criticized me. I don't like that. Okay, then we're redoing it. And the lawyer's like, what do you mean we're redoing it? What does that mean? So are we burning all the money we spent on printing this stuff? We're gonna go back to court. We still don't have a legitimate reason. All right, then you tell me, what's the legitimate reason for including the question? Trump's like, I don't know. I don't want Democrats voting. I want less votes from the Democrats. No, idiot. You need a legitimate governmental reason, not a political reason because I'd like to win elections. I don't know, just do it. So they're like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm willing to get fired. I'm willing to get upbraided by the judge. I'm willing to do anything, but I'm not willing to lie for you, especially when you're this unbelievably clownish. It's not like that politicians don't lie. In the past, they've lied a million times over. He's just such a buffoon that he doesn't, like he makes it so obvious that they're like, well, now the game's up, I can't do it. And so I love that the judge is like, no, if you want to get off the case, you're gonna have to tell me that you're getting off the case because the government is asking you to lie.
Yeah, this was an excellent decision because, I mean, what happened today is one thing, but what's more important is what follows, because it does appear that these lawyers do not want to be involved. They do want to get off, and so they're going to have to give the judge what the judge wants, which is a real explanation for why they want to step down from this case.
I'm telling you, one of them might have to step up and go, they wanted me to lie and I couldn't do it. Because if that was the reason they didn't want to do it, and they have to make up another reason why they wanted out of the case, they'd be in the same catch-22. They'd have to lie to the judge again, and they might get disbarred and never work as a lawyer again. So he might have put him in a corner where they have to say, there is no legitimate reason for this question. It's a political question, and I didn't want to lie for the government. So, wow. And by the way, what the judge did is not unprecedented. Even if a lawyer in the middle of a case, especially criminal cases, wants to get out of the case in the middle, the judge will often say, no, you have to show me an excellent reason why you'd like to leave the case in the middle, because you signed up to be this person's lawyer and you got to follow it through. So very normal that the judge would do that. Very abnormal that the lawyers would en masse say, I don't want to be part of this mess. And that is exactly what the Donald Trump administration is, a total and utter mess. 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.